and that whole thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so
me
that's
too.
The max. You know, a lot of the things that they did in independent music inspired a bunch of people. Just no pun intended, blueprint wise. You know what I'm saying? There came a time where these dudes was leveling up. Where Jay-Z had always had big boy, big dream intentions. Where sometimes, you know what I'm saying?
Dame had them too.
Exactly. And there's a time and place for everything. Don't get me wrong. Prompt and circumstance, I'm like, fuck that shit too. You know what I mean? But Jay-Z wants to go somewhere, so I'll put it like this. There was places where Dame Dash wasn't allowed.
Exactly.
And it wasn't just because a lot of times it would be whatever Dame Dash wanted to get done and somebody else had to go. A lot of times Jay-Z would go instead. Yeah. Because his energy, he come in the room, Dame Dash's person gonna come into the office and he got the best idea in the room and put his feet up on the desk.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And sometimes that shit can get the door shut in your face before it even get open. Yeah. So Jay-Z, so I see
Dame come in the room as a boss. Dame come in the room like you need my idea. You need my idea.
You know what I'm saying?
But the part that
I don't want to. I'm not giving you.
I feel like he can. I feel like it worked to Jay-Z's advantage. It ain't. I mean, I ain't gonna just say about the mannerism and all that shit. I'm gonna just say it like this. I'm gonna say it like this. It's easier for you to call more plays when you're in the spotlight, though. You see more.
Listen,
Dame was in the back.
Look, bro.
You know what I mean?
Listen, let's say me and you got $1 million scheme. Right. And pulled it off on the street. And I happen to know that in the street that you might be the hottest head nigga, let everybody know. And we done made that $1 million move. We done made that together. Boom, we both got this million. Now I done set up $1 billion move. Now these billionaires in here, now these are some suit and tie motherfuckers.
And they not gonna fuck with
you. Know what I'm saying? So you might not want to.
You might have to fall back.
Yeah, you might not want to come in there with your suit and tie. I'm hoping that you and me and you both can go in here,
right.
You know what I'm saying, and play chess instead of checkers. Yeah. But if you don't want to come in this room and play chess with me, and you coming in this room on that bullshit that you was out here on the streets with, you gonna get the door shut before we can get it open. And Jay-Z tried to let that motherfucker see that without trying to put they 50-50. He ain't trying to tell this nigga what to do, but give him enough of the signs. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So it's only so many
to
times
me, though,
you can say.
But I feel like Dame can do that though. He's done that.
Listen though, Dame is a boss.
Dame is a boss,
and I agree.
Elegant man when it come to that game. He know how to do it.
I agree.
But at the end of the day, my stance on Dame is this: Dame Dash is in the position that Dame Dash is in because of Dame Dash's ego and personality. Jay-Z, he did that to himself.
Listen, I agree with what Jason said. Right, Dame is a boss. He gonna come in like a boss. But you know what fucks him up every time? He can't communicate with people right. Like,
don't get.
Bro, I done watched Adam 22 say like 3 or 4 times. They was trying to build some shit together. He said every time he talked, Dame tried to belittle him, make him feel stupid, make him feel like he don't know what he talking about. He did the same thing on the Breakfast Club. You know what I mean? Disrespecting. He's passionate about what he's talking about, but you gotta realize some things you say and the way you say it is gonna rub people wrong.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And you might be 100% true with what you're saying, or it might be fact. But I can't just call you dumb because you got a job, or you a bitch, or you a pussy. You know what I'm saying? That ain't gonna fly with everybody.
He said some shit like he never buy a used car because that's like sitting on a man's lap. But when you look at it, it low key.
Yeah, but if the owner,
that's fucked up.
Yeah, but if the billionaire that you want to sit down and do, but if the billionaire that you want to sit, if the billionaire that you about to go sit down and do the JV happened to get his first car was a used car, sold the second or third one. Now you know, ego, your big ego done struck somebody else's.
Right. That's real shit.
And then there you go.
Exactly.
So that can be motivation to a nigga though.
A lot of people only buy used cars.
Yeah, right. That's what
I'm just saying like this.
Get a better deal.
Look, some there's a time and place for a lot of shit.
Right.
And some people don't realize that, don't give a fuck. And that's fine if you don't want to give a fuck on your own time. There's nothing. Dame Dash had plenty of time to keep that same energy and bubble up. Jay-Z, if he's a gatekeeper now, he sure wasn't a gatekeeper at that time.
Yeah.
He was just getting in the door. So all those things, now that Jay-Z is gone, and they got to deal with you direct, all of a sudden, now Now, you know what I'm saying? The proof is in the pudding. Because if it would have been like that, now Jay-Z's out the way, now you know the business so well, you got enough of your own brand. You should be at 100. You should have been like good riddance to you. Now I can get a whole bag instead of half of one. But instead, you trying to sell off your portion of what you still own.
Right.
When Jay-Z said,
I think he's just looking for the next big thing, the next big come up. Like over all these years, it was always what's the next big come up?
His mouth was on the side of that checks and asking like the cash one.
But he done had it. He done had it a couple times since they broke up.
Fashion, a couple of fashion bitches with so close.
He had that show. He had the Ultimate Ball show or something like that.
Yeah. He still has a streaming company. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? That's like Netflix that he really kind of stole from JT the Bigger Figure. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But it ain't gonna. I'm sorry. I'm sad to say it's not gonna ever.
So is it? We hear him talking about it all the time.
It's around. It's active right now. But what I'm saying is, Dame Dash is Dame dashing himself out of shit. You know what I'm saying?
So it's like you think that's the furthest he gonna go right there, right?
Yeah, he need a face.
I put it like this.
Yeah, he need to be a ghost or something.
Exactly. Yeah, and I put it like this. If he would have made that shit work with Adam 22, that shit'll be out of here already.
Oh, facts.
Cause Adam is the nigga right now. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
But yeah, so again, nobody want to get talked to like that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So if Jay-Z want to go do business, I love you, dog, but you ain't gonna keep fucking up this bag for me.
Right.
How really cool? When does the line of loyalty say play yourself?
Yeah.
We ain't in the streets. We ain't talking about snitching. We ain't talking about none of this. We talking about business bitches from our actual mental hustle.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You stepping on my mental fortitude with your same shit that got us out. We had to put our chest up like this.
Yeah.
To not get pushed around out there. We in the building now. You know what I'm saying?
And there's other ways of doing that.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
There's way more ways to do that. You know what I'm saying?
Blame it on this
the art of war said you're gonna stab him in the back. You do it with a velvet glove. You know, this nigga coming in there, guns blazing with choppers. It ain't even that kind of party.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
The thing that got me when I was kind of torn when they first broke up. Well, not first, but after a little while, when I was like, I don't really know who did what, whatever.
Yeah.
When Jay said, "If you made me, make another one,"
which is on the whatever album that was, and this is everybody know I'm a Jay-Z head, but just to prove that I'm not even whatever line that album was on was like that was probably the only worthwhile line on that whole album. That was one of Jay-Z's worst projects. But what he said there was hella real. You know what I'm saying? And he hasn't been able to do that with anything.
Nah.
You know what I'm saying? Like in that Adam 22 thing, I didn't even know that much about it, but I ain't surprised. You know what I'm saying?
So in a nutshell, my nigga said Dame running out of magic.
He is his worst.
That's the thing, bro.
He's always his own worst enemy. He's
Dame is a fucking genius.
He's one of the most important people in hip hop. Period. You know what I'm saying? Not just of an era. No Dame Dash. Know a lot of shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But strip just the
business structure. Yeah. On how Rockefeller started. You know what I'm saying?
Look, man.
Like, shout out to Dame.
I done gained a lot in life from getting hit over my head a couple times and speaking with professionals. You know what I'm saying? It seemed like one of them things. Dame got a lot of. I'm gonna be 100. That nigga got some like everybody else with some deep inner child wounds or something because he got that complex hella bad. It's been so long, he still don't get it.
I think part of that is him being from Harlem. And like I just heard Cameron say this on Drink Champs whenever he was just on there not too long ago.
That was a great episode.
It was hella good.
I don't even watch that shit. That shit would have me.
He said, man, and we most of us should be able to relate to it, but he said they had to have thick skin, like as far as them cracking and shit on each other. He said dude had a colostomy bag on and somebody was like, nigga, change your shit bag, you stink. It's a joke. Yeah. But that's a harsh ass joke. Yeah. But we grew up the same way. You know what I'm saying? Niggas say your mama smoke crack and she might really be on crack.
They see to do it. That's what
she might not be.
You know what I'm saying?
But the fact that everybody on that shit, like nigga, you know what I mean? That shit, that shit touch. That's the whole point, to touch that soul.
Yeah, man.
You feel?
Your homegirl checked into rehab, man.
Who that?
Young M.A.
Yeah, I said I was happy for her, man.
I think yesterday. What was she on? It didn't say. It just said she wanted to beat the addiction.
That's it.
Yeah, she be drinking a lot.
Either that or lean. I'm assuming.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I never heard her talk about
him.
Well, I know she went through a lot of shit, man. Somebody died, man. It was
I remember I seen an interview with her a while ago.
Yeah, her brother
died. They should probably fuck with her for real.
Probably did.
Yeah, that first song that she had, you know what I'm saying, that was dope. And then this is like a second wave of Younger Made. There was a drop off, but that shit don't even count. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it counts, but that's not the thing that got her relevant right now. Yeah. There was a lull in between there where I seen some interviews and get some compared to that first single. You could tell that she had went and got some cleanup. Something had happened because she was just a whole different person. She was talking different. She almost want to say she's still gonna make music and shit. You know what I'm saying? And then back here, so she might have a history. You know what I'm saying?
She got paused for a second. So we hear from.
So we gonna
that's good shit, man.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
For that.
Shout out to MA, man. You know what I'm saying? Step it up. First step.
That's a big step.
First step. You know what I'm saying? Get some help.
I've been there. You know what I'm saying? Real shit.
Yeah. Shit, some people don't even know what they need help.
Yeah, for real. They just go through it till it's done.
Shouts to the king of New York, Young M.A. You know what I'm saying?
There's a couple new rappers.
Queen.
I said, I don't mean it. Yeah. I'm just saying she's the best pick.
There's a couple new rappers that's popping from New York that I keep hearing about. But I need to go check them out. So if y'all heard them, recommend some songs in the comments. One name is Mac Homie. He fuck with the Griselda niggas. And the other one, well, actually both of them do. The other one name is
I heard Griselda motherfucker.
Stove God. Stove God. They said he got one of the best albums that came out this year. So I'm gonna check that out.
That's the name of the album or his name?
His name is Stove God.
Damn.
And then the other dude's name is
straight to the point.
Mac Homie. They both got
Mac Homie?
Yep. I think it's MACH or something.
Indian dude.
French.
Montana?
French Montana put out a new song last week. And French, to me, is one of the best at dropping singles and creating anthems. But this one ain't it, bro. Like, I tried, like...
I can't get with
I don't ever check for him, man.
I never have, man. I never could get with him.
It's a weird accusation that came out about him.
I ain't never bumped him in my shit.
Like, to match his energy. You know, I don't never judge books by his cover, but he just seemed like, I don't know. I'm not like he got a couple of songs that you can't.
He got some huge singles that I like.
He got a lot of singles.
Yeah.
But,
I ain't got no album like where I'm like, man, I gotta have it. You know what I'm saying?
His older shit before he like some of them Coke Boys.
Yeah, I ain't riding around.
I ain't gonna lie, bro.
So if I fall off in the spot and they playing it,
And now if y'all listen to some of his older shit, like when he was on them Coke Boys shit and when he was fucking with Max B
and Jada them.
Nah, he was fucking with. No, he got. You know, that was his group.
Yeah,
Coke Boys.
I'm saying it.
He got some shit. Like Coke Boys 1, 2, 3, 4, all that shit. Mac and Cheese 1, 2, 3, 4. Like all that shit was hard.
Coke Boys,
you know what I'm saying? And then he had some shit with
street mixtape deals and shit.
Remember he was fucking with Max B heavy too. They got a lot of shit that was dope. But it's like ever since he like blew up, he been trying to make a big song every time, and it don't always work. It don't work hella times though. But like this last one he just put out, and it was a sample of, something.
He blew up and got corny to me.
He wants to follow the lane.
But that's just my opinion.
I can agree with that. That's a lot of
that song.
Shit about.
I don't care what.
Talking about doing verses or something. And somebody's like, nigga, what song?
See, like to me, he wants to put himself in a position. I don't think it's working in his favor these days. But he wants to. It seems like I'm not saying he wants to be this person, but there's something that what's the bro's name from Miami?
Rick Ross?
Nah, the Puerto Rican dude. What's his name?
Pitbull.
There's something that Pitbull does that I think that one day Prince would like to be able to do. You know what I'm saying? There's a savvy that Pitbull has. I feel like this Pitbull can go on like the Ellen DeGeneres show and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Dapper down.
That type of aura.
Yeah, something that's a little bit more almost Rat Packy, more sophisticated.
I see what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying? Something to mix.
Well, you know he's been called
that crossover.
Right, yeah. But
you know he's been called an opportunist by a lot of people. Yeah. And I could see that. Like I could see him trying to. Now what you said actually makes sense. I could see him trying to level up every time. Like he was fucking with Trina, then he started fucking with Chloe. You know what I'm saying? It's then he started, then Flock and them said he used them. You know what I'm saying?
Soldier
Soldier
brought him out. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, I don't care what nobody say. That song with him and that song with he came out.
He was the first to do it.
Yep.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie though, that song he got with Kodak Black is one of my favorite songs. That Lockjaw, that shit go hard. It's old as fuck, but that song, he was one of the first people to fuck with Kodak. You know what I mean? Yeah, that song go hard as fuck though. But yeah, this last one that he just dropped.
I'm not checking for French though. I just don't like
Nah, that Lockjaw is my shit though. But yeah, I know what y'all saying.
Yeah.
I know what y'all saying.
It's slap, but I ain't checking for it.
Yeah. But people do like French.
Niggas fuck with him though.
I just don't.
Yeah.
Unforgettable was a huge fucking song. Like, you know,
he got hits. Like he got hits.
He got hits. Yeah. What you know who I've been thinking?
You know what I'm saying? He in the network. Yeah. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna never say.
Bro, what happened to K-Camp?
I don't know.
He was just here. Yeah. But bro, he was dope.
He was up.
Yeah.
He was up.
And then he just kind of slowly faded away.
He might be behind the scenes. He might be in the lab.
He might be.
I'm putting niggas in the lab. I don't know if I ain't heard nothing.
Like you gotta be trying to make it.
I'm gonna give you a pass, nigga.
But that's the thing though, bro. He been dropping shit. Like he ain't just been gone. He been dropping shit, but it's like the awareness ain't there.
Yeah.
Like I don't even be knowing when he put shit out. Like I bet a lot of people,
man, it be your promotion.
I bet a lot of people didn't even know that was him on that what Nipsey CD was that he was on. I think it was Mailbox Money.
Man, 2020 really affected the way a lot of people move and operate. It's almost like people learn to swim again without the water. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That's why I stay in the water, dog. You know what I'm saying?
Shit, you can turn that pandemic into a pandemic.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You know what
Real
I'm saying?
shit.
Real shit.
Get it.
Yeah, real
You gotta
shit.
get it. That's what 2020 was. 2020 taught you how to move. Yeah, you got the hustle, man. Whatever you doing.
My name Triple. You know,
straight up,
real shit.
Like for real,
it was just OnlyFans out.
For real, it was just a time to sit back, man, and just figure out what it is you really want to do and go hard.
They can get a W2, I think, off OnlyFans or something.
You can?
I think. I don't know. I gotta go back and look.
Anything you make it in the
fucking if you get money, I mean,
once you
hey, let's tap in. Get in the comments. You know what I'm saying? Shit, get the W2.
We gonna upload on some other.
You mean to tell me you don't think the OnlyFans chick? She can write off her camera.
Oh yeah, that's a business.
Yeah, it's a business.
Write off the roller she rent out.
They selling what they selling a.
They do everything on OnlyFans. Now I don't got an account or nothing like that, but I heard they do everything on there.
Yeah, look, my nigga.
I ain't got no account or nothing like that, but I
find out.
I heard they.
You know, I ain't got no account or nothing, but I know what be going on there though. Like I'll be seeing it.
I get me a camera and film somebody if they want to make some money.
Hey, a lot of cats is managers for them girls.
Manager for them.
Somebody came out. Who was that? Sauce Walker last week. Like, hey, listen, if you got a manager for your OnlyFans, you know these NBA players or these such and such. He was like, you got a pimp.
Yeah.
Because they was talking shit to him about him managing some of his girls, and they was saying, well, you getting pimped. He like, bitch, you getting pimped too.
Right.
They got these, I don't know.
Shit, cause you got the graphic artist you gotta pay. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Your videography and promotion.
Have y'all seen that Kevin Hart movie that came out?
Yeah, I've seen it.
What you think about it?
Everybody been talking about it.
It was cool, man. It moved a little slow in the beginning for me. I liked the storyline, but the only thing I didn't like about the movie is that like they never let the character move past what happened.
Yeah,
with his wife, you know what I'm saying?
He really didn't until the very end.
I just heard more about it. You know what I'm saying? From an interview, they was just talking about Kevin Hart. He falling off something.
The thing is, he found happiness in somebody else, and they should have. I don't know. I ain't like it because of that, but it's a good story.
I ain't seen a whole bunch of people saying stuff about it, and they were the wrong people. You know what I'm saying? Like
this my take.
I didn't rush to see it yet. You know what I'm saying?
My take on it is it was a good movie. I feel what Jason's saying too, but my biggest take from it is I'm starting to like Kevin Hart better as a serious actor. Like, cause the last, bro, he did good, and the last one with Bryan Cranston,
I didn't get a chance to watch that,
bro. That one hella good, and
yeah,
it's better when the funny moments just come.
Yeah.
Like
it had some funny moments.
Both of them.
That's kind of what I was gonna say, man. They was just talking about like, I guess Kevin went on a rant, just talking about like how he's one of the greats or whatever. You know what I'm saying? He belongs up there with Eddie Murphy. And
that's because somebody was talking shit
and all that.
Yeah.
And they was just talking about like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, nah, nigga, you kind of fell off as far as that comedy shit. Like, nigga, you ain't that funny. And it's like you were saying, that might be his lane. You know, still do your stand up shit, but you know, step into that.
It might be his lane, but people of the culture, of our culture, lost Kevin Hart.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We lost him after the second the second special.
Yeah.
Because he went a different direction with his comedy.
Right.
I just had this conversation with my cousin yesterday, and what Royce is saying is true, but I feel like Kevin Hart is the best comedic businessman of all time.
Yeah. Almost.
Yeah.
And it's still early.
Absolutely.
The thing about it is this.
I'm talking about businessman.
Yeah. No, I think that'll be hard.
I was gonna say over Eddie Murphy, but
yes,
I can't say that.
Man,
now within the time span of Eddie Murphy, in that era, bro, he was a businessman. But like, I can't say that Eddie Murphy is a better business. I can't say that now.
Nah.
Eddie,
but see, and that's why I said
that Dr. Doolittle.
Because Kevin Hart got too much. He got too much going on.
If you want to talk business and comedy, like his name.
But Eddie Murphy put a lot of people on.
Eddie Murphy might have been one of the first people, and it's still business. Don't get me wrong. To capitalize on yourself while you're hot, you know, Beverly Hills movie and all that. Then then once he got his own, he kept it going through the Nutty Professionals, and I'm leaving out a bunch of shit.
Number one song.
Yeah. But see what I'm saying though? I'm talking about business.
Yeah.
Like,
But
ain't nobody touching his
but
bag.
But as far as him getting his emotions about being compared to the Eddies and the Richard Pryors and see, this is very similar to hip hop. You can't put to be the king of this and that, or to be in those elites. Can't lose the streak.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
No matter how big Richard Pryor got, you know what I'm saying, the people in the project still respected that. No matter how big, even when Eddie Murphy did some suspect shit, he still was gutter enough that he never lost it. Will Smith has walked a real thin line, but he's never lost the hood. You know what I'm saying? Like, but once you lost it, and has Kevin lost it, in a lot of people's eyes he has.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of people's eyes he never was for us. You know what I'm saying? But that's the conversation you gotta understand.
Keep your integrity.
You gotta understand, man. You stay in your lane. Everybody. But I guess if he's here, he probably has 100 things to battle down. That'll be the same. I say the same thing personally about Drake. You can't put Drake in my category with Biggie, Pac, and them, just because even though his music is Elvis Presley, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not hating on Drake the person. I'm just talking about the energy that it brings. It's just something about it. There's nothing.
Well, this is my thing with Kevin Hart, bro. Like, he's still funny to me. Like, I know what everybody be saying.
Nigga funny.
Quarter pounders are still delicious.
Bro, he's still funny to me. He just, I put it like this.
You know what I'm saying?
If it was a scale, if it was 10 jokes in this movie, it used to be 10 jokes was all good. All of them was good. Yeah. Now it's more like 4 is good, 6 is good. But that's probably why the serious roles are working out better, because you ain't trying to be funny the whole movie. And when the funny movies come, when the funny moments come in the movie, they funny as fuck.
Yeah. Right.
But you ain't forcing it. And as far as business, bro, he can't be touched. Like, Eddie Murphy, I don't give a fuck who you name. I
think it worked out in this movie with the I think the funny worked out in this movie because he had a supporting actor with him that's a comedian. Mm-hmm. Lil Rel was hilarious in the whole movie. You know what I'm saying?
But the last one you said you ain't seen, right?
I ain't see that yet.
That one got Bryan Cranston in it, who is not a comedian. That's Walter White, if y'all don't know. But he is funny. And they played off each other. That shit was hella funny, and it wasn't even a comedy. Like, but it just flowed better. But the reason I'm saying is, a businessman is because there's so many streams of shit that he's doing. Yeah. He got a radio show, he got a book thing, he got a podcast, he got LOL Network, he had a show on Comedy Central.
You don't think Eddie? You don't think somebody like Eddie Murphy wouldn't have all that?
He
in
did.
Today's time?
Yeah, but you can't say that
in
though.
the 80s, he had everything.
That's what I'm saying. This is where we always go left when we have these arguments. Eddie Murphy would, but we can't say that because he's not in this time. And so you got to give him credit for what he did. You can't say what he would.
And that's
do.
why. And that's when I'm like, okay, now I agree.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying?
Nah,
but
hands down, it wasn't nobody bigger than Eddie Murphy.
Nobody bigger than Eddie Murphy.
Nobody. He passed Richard and all of them. To me,
it was him and
Eddie Murphy Raw is classic.
Only thing. Let me think before I say this. The only thing Eddie Murphy did not do when he was on top was have a TV show.
He was on Saturday Night Live.
I'm talking about his own show.
His own
like
shit.
Steve Harvey, Jamie Foxx, like
I don't know.
I don't even think he wanted to do that.
He probably didn't because back then it was looked at different. Like when you a movie star, you didn't want to do
shit at the time when he was at his height.
Richard Pryor.
When you was a movie star back then, you didn't want to do TV.
Right.
Like, but it's different now. Like,
movie stars still to this day, like they don't like to do it. It's hella commercials for shit overseas that Brad Pitt and them got that they don't play in the States because it'll lower their value.
Exactly.
Here, you know
but it's kind of evening out now. Like,
because ain't no choice.
People are becoming more famous doing TV shows than movies now. You know what I'm saying? Like,
on demand.
Think about dude I was just talking about, Bryan Cranston. Dude, he been acting for years. But what's the name of the show? Walter White, Breaking Bad.
Breaking Bad.
Bro, he's super. It worked backwards for him. Like, he been in movies forever. But once Breaking Bad came out,
once it hit Netflix,
now he producing movies and doing all kind of shit.
It happened when it hit Netflix.
It kind of happened
when it
like
hit
that.
Netflix, then bam, who is
With like
that?
Charlie Sheen. Like Charlie Sheen, I like Charlie Sheen, but once I seen that nigga on that Men show,
2.5 Men. He was the highest paid.
For a long time. You know what I'm saying? Highest paid during the hype wave with some other highly paid people. I mean, Everybody Loves Raymond was still around.
That's my
like
shit
that,
too.
You know what I'm saying? That shit was dope too. You know what I'm saying? King of Queens and shit.
That's my shit too.
He's still at the top spot on the top network. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, dude, don't get enough credit, bro.
You don't think so?
Kevin James?
Yeah.
Nah, bro. That's one of the funniest fucking shows ever, bro.
It's hilarious.
It's relatable. You know what's funny? It's relatable. It's almost like, you know, she bad, but she ain't all dolled up. How you feel like you feel like she in the grocery. I'll holler at anything. Definitely to say something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, nah, that show, bro, is like no other, bro. I used to watch. Bro, maybe for like 2 or 3 years, I used to watch that shit every night before I went to bed. Like the old shit. Like the old ones, like.
And luckily for me, like I got up on that shit way late. By the time I started watching, I think it was over.
Me too.
You know what I'm saying? So I got
Pops come in with his humor too, man.
Rest in peace, he passed away. Bro, man, that shit's so funny, like. And it's funny because, like, that ain't our typical for us to watch.
Right.
So when you find out somebody else watch it,
it's almost like a relief for you.
Right.
Yeah, like, man, you be like, you watch that? You be like, man,
that shit moves a point, man. I be trying to say all the time, man. I don't give a fuck what color it is or what it is, man. Energy is just energy. You know what I'm saying? It does something. It just puts us in a place. It just took me. I could not be in a bad mood when that shit was there,
bro.
You know
I mean,
what I'm saying?
I kind of feel a good show is a good show, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? In lead roles, support roles, you know, but a good show is a good show.
Facts.
Yeah.
Just like good music, you know what I mean?
I think why he don't get the credit he deserves, because like I said, to me that show was a classic. But he picked shitty movie roles.
He's funny in movies,
you know why?
It's just the role.
You know,
like Paul Blart,
it's stuck with it.
You know what I think?
He picked that, but it's stuck with it.
But he's funny in grown-up stuff. You know what I'm saying?
I think what it is, a lot of times, dog, especially with comedians, it's probably worse, happens in all genres and things, but, you know, adult comedy versus TV shit, we want to laugh at some way different shit than we want to when we sitting down now. And for, you know what I'm saying, for him to get that movie bag and not step on his TV bag, he gotta pick his movies differently. Why he still got that going on.
But you know what else? What you just said just made me think of something. Them movies probably ain't intended for us. And you know why I thought about that? Because I was watching, what's the name came on yesterday, I watched it for like 20 minutes. Ace Ventura, the first one, Pet Detective. That shit came out when I was 12, right? It came out in 94. Bro,
yeah,
that shit is...
that shit again, you like, damn, I didn't catch that.
That shit is so fucking funny still, but it was so funny when we was younger. So maybe that Paul Blart is meant for like, you know, 8 to 15-year-olds. You know what I mean?
We was back then. We was laughing at the antics. We was laughing more about what he was doing.
He was fresh and
now we laughing at what the plot and what he talking about, stuff like that. Because it was, I mean, we was young watching that, but it wasn't really something we should have been watching. What they were talking about.
Hey, but if you watch it now, and maybe that's why, Alan. Maybe that's why. Cause for real, like say for instance, we never seen that shit, like Ace Ventura, and we watch it now, we be like, man, this shit's stupid, it's silly. But it was so funny that it stick with us. Like, bro, even when I was watching yesterday, I'm like, this shit is fucking hilarious, bro. Like,
you know what I'm saying? For some reason, I don't know why, but Dumb and Dumber came up, and that shit was on, and that shit was funny. But nigga, the level of funny that shit was, and however young we was, man, that shit was ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? That shit changed my life for a week or two. You know what I'm saying? Now, don't get me wrong, it's funny now, but I feel you. I didn't think about that. I wanted to have.
But we'll watch those. We'll watch those type of movies. I'll put it like this: we'll watch movies like that, right?
Yeah.
But they ain't topping Friday.
Nah, hell no.
You know what I'm saying?
I can watch Friday. It's like I ain't never seen that.
Nah.
You know what I'm saying?
Like I ain't never seen that shit.
That's everything. Like
it's different types of comedy. You know what I'm saying? Like,
but even that, like even in Ace Ventura, the part where he was talking to Tone Loc with his ass, I'm like, bro, I would have fucking, you know what I'm saying? Like that shit ain't really funny to me no more. It was funny back then, but now I'm like, bro, I would have fucking stole on dude. You know what I'm saying? You got your ass in my face, bro, like opening it up, like, bro.
Yeah, like. But you make a good point, man. When it's home, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna be different. I can name 100 white. I'm not gonna say it because you know what I'm saying. White folks coming of age movies that I love back from the classics, like The Outsiders and all that. But nigga, The Wood, just because The Wood was being popular, you know what I'm saying. Everybody in high school, you know what I'm saying, could relate to that. Us four, you know what I'm saying.
Right.
Shit, even Jews have funny ass.
Even when you think about the title. You know what I'm saying? The Wood. And what happened when he started dancing with old girl? Like, is that where they got the title?
Right.
Bro.
They played on that.
They played on it in the movie.
Like, that shit, like certain shit like that just resonate with us because we grew up with it. Like Juice. Like, bro, I could quote that whole movie.
From start, especially if it comes on. If I catch the first line, y'all can leave the room. I can say the whole movie.
But we was just sillier back then. We was young, so like that shit, like that little extra shit that used to just catch me off guard. That was funny. Like when a nigga say, just because you put syrup on something don't make it pancake. Like, nigga, what the fuck that got to do with anything, bro?
Yeah, that's real shit.
You know what I'm
But
saying?
it's stuck in your head
Forever. Like that shit's funny.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, bro, I don't know.
If I lose, I'm gonna beat that ass.
Yeah.
2 if I lose, I'm gonna beat that ass.
Yeah, that's
that motherfucking machine. Beat that ass.
So our kids, you know what I'm saying, is going, like my son for sure.
Go back and watch, bro.
But I'm saying like for them.
Watch mom, they like Crooklyn.
Oh yeah. But what I'm saying, like for them, like my son, he about to be 20, right? Straight out of Compton. That's gonna be like you know what I'm saying? Exactly. And that's a good ass movie too.
Hell yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But
You know, speaking of, you know what I'm saying, my god baby boy, he's 7. You know what I'm saying? And I be trying to. This is the gag, right? YouTube. He'll sit there and flick through a bunch of shit, and that motherfucker insomniac like me, he'll be up till like 5, 6 in the morning. But if I put on something with some content, he'll put him to sleep. So I don't know what these little niggas are watching. I get to Google my old shit. Bottom line, this nigga, now that nigga know like all the words to Bebe's kids and shit. Right. You know what I mean? Like,
hey, and since we've been gone, man.
That motherfucker the best.
Since we've been gone for a couple weeks, man. Happy Father's Day, first off, to everybody. And how was y'all Father's Day?
It was gravy, man. It was chilling.
Gravy. What about you, Jay?
Mom was good, man. Mom was good. My daughters, man, actually got up, man, and cooked some breakfast for me.
Oh,
man. They really did look out for me, man.
Hell yeah. What about
They
you, Al?
get to the age where I'm, you know.
Yeah.
I chilled out, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I didn't have no place. It's hard for me not to laugh because you said something about it before, and I've been saying what you said for years. This shit is
Everybody has.
This is imaginary holiday.
But it, hey, okay. So
I was good for
I've always said that. I've always said that in comparison to Mother's Day. You know what I'm saying? That's just to be completely before my cars get pulled on Father's Day. It wasn't my shindig.
Yeah.
I had to go pick something up, and it happened to be at a gathering, and that gathering was a Father's Day. And I didn't know what I pulled up to. I thought I was like, damn, that's a real party. Man.
Yeah.
Father's Day. On Father's Day when they said it was Father's Day, I still couldn't believe it.
Hey, so
I know it's Father's Day, but what are y'all in there doing?
Okay, did y'all see Game? What Game said the other day? So Game went off on, I think, Instagram.
Word.
He went off on his kids and his baby mamas.
Damn.
Saying only his oldest even said Happy Father's Day to him. The rest of his kids, it was like an afterthought. His baby mamas didn't even tell him happy birthday. I'm paraphrasing, but this is basically what he said. But like what Alan was saying is what I was saying. So I be in Lee Summit every Sunday morning between 11 and 12.
Yeah.
On Mother's Day, nigga, you couldn't even, it was fucking packed. Man, I drove through that motherfucker on Father's Day. It was 3 people outside, bro.
Man.
And it just immediately did something to me like, damn, bro. Like, I know it's like that because it's always been like that.
Damn.
But it was just like super apparent. And then when I seen Game say something, I was like, damn, bro. Because I really got to thinking like,
They in jail.
huh? They in jail.
I see more on Father's Day.
It's like Kevin Samuels, man. Like what he said, man. Kevin Samuels just say, you know, he feel like, you know, when it comes, he like no taking credit from women and none of that, but he just feel like, you know what I'm saying, when it comes to women in this, just the way the society, it's just that it's over celebrated because, like, as a man, you know what I'm saying, you really can't, you know what I'm saying, like, just, you know, you can't get them type of props because it's like they feel like shit, you a man already.
They don't know what to,
you know what I'm saying? It's like you almost
not even that, bro. Like that shit with Game.
You want to be celebrated.
The shit with Game hit me so hard because, bro, from what I can see, he's a good ass daddy. You know what I'm saying? And he got hella money. I know it's hella people that he take care of.
Yeah, I'm sure he's hella money.
Not only his kids and not only his baby mama, but like his baby mamas, but he didn't get a happy Father's Day from none of his homies. You know what I'm saying? Like, I told all y'all happy. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, this shit's important because, for one, man, as a man, we got so much shit that we got to deal with on the daily besides taking care of the house, the kids, work, and all that shit.
It's a lot.
And then we don't have nobody to vent up to. Everybody vent up to us. You know what I'm saying? Your wife or your girlfriend gonna tell you about what problem she had. Your kids gonna tell you. Your kids gonna tell her. She gonna tell you. Who the fuck we supposed to go to? You know what I'm saying?
You a man.
That's what I'm saying. Like, that's fucked. But that's bad.
Yeah,
that's it. But that's bad mental health.
That's all you need.
Unless you're talking to your homies, you know, you can vent to your homies about some shit.
Yeah,
but that's on the.
But not too much.
Yeah.
Then they gonna be like, man, this nigga called me.
Yeah, and you know why they gonna say that? Because they got their own shit that they deal with.
Yeah.
You know
so you don't want to be no draining energy. That's all I'm saying.
Exactly.
Like, you know, you can say what's going on, but you don't want to be no draining energy. You know?
I just thought that was fucked up, bro.
I'm
like,
pretty sure all of us can sit in here and talk about.
I saw more Father's Day.
But women got that beehive, so they good.
They got the beehive.
More Father's Day directed towards mamas. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying Happy Father's Day to mama versus Father's Day to fathers. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it's just my timeline, but I've seen a lot of Happy Father's Day. Yeah, the best father I ever had. It was dedicated. They had a picture of their mama. You know what I'm saying?
And see, I was just about to say that. I was trying to stay away from that, but
my mom,
I didn't see much of that. Like, I didn't see that this year. Like I used to see.
Timeline, you know what I'm saying? And I don't scroll.
But your timeline,
I got gifts and shit. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying?
But I ain't gonna lie. I seen that. I was curious about that because I think, was it last year? It might have been last year and the year before or 2 years ago. That was all I was seeing. Like on my timeline, like Happy Father's Day to the single mothers. Like, I didn't see none of that this year, for real.
It don't even sound
that's
right.
good to hear. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Like,
I still seen it. I'm talking about the photos and everything. You know what I mean? And I get it. You know what I'm saying?
Sit your ass down.
Go.
Yeah, because it don't work.
Yeah, you can't.
It don't. It don't work the other way.
Right.
Like, it's a lot of single daddies out here.
Single fathers on Mother's Day.
Exactly.
Yeah, like
What kind of weird
don't
shit
sound
would that
right,
be?
bro.
Yeah.
Happy Mother's Day, bro. Cause you been holding it down. Because you know what I'm saying, she ain't taking care of her shit.
Happy Mother's Day,
She
bro.
riding around with Tim tags on that
Hey,
motherfucker. Not
Happy
taking care of
Mother's Day to all
It's
the
a lot
real
of
fathers
grimy
out
shit.
there.
Mamas that
Doing
ain't
it by
on the
themselves.
motherfucking thing, nigga. Believe that.
Yeah, I do.
Like,
All right,
yeah,
man. We got a new.
Riding the system like a
I'm gonna
motherfucker.
take the credit
But
for
we ain't doing
everything.
that.
Yeah.
And then what is, like, we talked about this before, man.
That's
Yeah.
not to take
Like, what
anything
if, like-
away from the good black mothers.
Nah,
and
man,
women.
it's plenty.
Nah.
My mama.
Only reason I say that is because
But we shouldn't even have to do that.
I know we shouldn't
have to do that.
In every other angle, they get drilled a lot. So I'm sympathetic to the plight
We do
of the
too.
woman.
Shit is the same thing.
goddamn,
Fuck
you
that.
no, you're right. No, I'm not jumping off the other side of the fence.
Nah, I
You know
know
what I'm
what you
saying?
mean,
Because
though,
especially because
I feel you.
like Number said, we don't have nobody to look to, and it's frowned upon to do so.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it's not really available. And a lot of niggas just don't got insurance to go see that counselor. So who do you talk to about that? Yo, bro, recommend me your therapist. You know what I'm saying? Like
That's frowned upon too.
It's like right after that we gotta have a happy parents day.
Who you gonna talk to, nigga? Your barber?
Yeah, exactly.
yeah,
For real, that's real shit.
Yeah,
Hey, where they gotta go to though, man? Tell them.
King of Fades
Hey,
barber
For
shop.
real, man.
That's
Like,
a Father's Day.
if you can't go to your barber and talk to your barber about some shit, man, like,
That's
choose
wrong.
somebody.
You need a new barber.
Yeah,
Which is,
That's part of their job.
If it's always gotta be like on some joking shit, and you can't never be on some
Yeah.
serious shit.
Yeah, I
Like,
talk to
man,
my
bro.
brother.
That's literally part of y'all job to me.
Bro.
Yeah.
And it stay with them. HipHop, man. Appreciate y'all tuning in.
Yeah.
Y'all tap back in with us, man, on another one, man.
Yeah,
Best
right.
damn hip hop show out right now.